everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm really annoyed that my nail has literally just pinged off just before I started this video. So annoying. But today I was just going to do a really chatty video. I've got my Chinese right here and I'm just scranning it right now because I'm really hungry. And then I thought we could just like have a little chat, and I wanted to talk to you about a few things that centre towards mental health, particularly during this time. So if that is something that you want to watch in this little chatty video, then keep watching. If you are new here, lovely, hello, my name is Jess and I am an actor, and I'm currently setting up my life coaching business. I am really passionate about self-development, including developing self-confidence, knowing your self-worth and making importance out of your mental welfare. So if that is something that you're on a journey on, or any of those things strike a chord with you, then I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like if you enjoy it, and leave me a comment about what you thought about it. I'll probably start this video now. You know, when you get Chinese, I always love it when the chips aren't chippy chips and they're different sort of chips, you know? Oh shit. Fuck's sake. Just wash these pants as well. I don't know how people eat and talk on camera. It's really difficult. Okay, so I wanted to talk about saving your energy during this time, and just ask you whether you're doing that. Are you putting energy towards a person or a thing that isn't serving you and isn't making you feel like, isn't raising your vibration essentially? If someone's dragging you down or is bringing your energy down, then you have to really evaluate whether that person is good in your life. And I think particularly during lockdown and COVID-19, do you feel like you're focusing your energy on something that isn't helpful? I know I have had to do a lot of reevaluating about that, especially in January and around New Year. I was thinking a lot about the energy I was giving, and also people who weren't really making an effort with me, whether they were the right people in my life and the right people that I should be giving a lot of energy towards if I wasn't getting anything back. So I think even just journaling about this or having a moment to reflect on, is your energy being used in the right way in all parts of your life? Also, are you using your energy too much in one part of your life? I know I'm a workaholic, so when I do my journaling in my law of attraction planner, I will see that a lot of my stuff that I'm doing is centered towards my career or my work, and there's hardly anything there to do with relationships or family. And I think it's really important to just reflect on how you're using your energy. So next I wanted to talk about whether you're actually looking after yourself during this time. It's so important to just sit back and go, everything that I'm doing in my life, everything that I'm working towards, this takeaway right now, you know, all the work that I did previously, the self-tape that I did, you know, I'm not doing that self-tape for anyone else apart from me. I'm doing it to get the job. But, you know, actors, you're giving out loads of self-tapes and you feel like you're doing all this stuff for someone else. You're not. You're actually doing it for you. Or change your thinking to believe that, because you are. You're doing it for you to get the job. You're working on your own or perhaps with someone else to look into a piece of writing, which is really exciting. You're doing it to develop your craft. So everything that you do, you are doing for you, and I think that's really important to remember. I think it's really important to just sit back and reflect on whether you are doing enough for yourself. Because if you are outwardly putting things out there for other people, you naturally are going to feel worn out, you're going to feel low on energy. So maybe take a moment of reflection to see if you are giving enough of that energy to yourself, because it's the most important thing. Do everything you do for you. The next thing I was going to talk about was relationships during this time. I think it's really difficult for people in relationships. It's either you're isolating together and you're together all the time, or you're isolating apart. It's all or nothing. And for me, relationships need an in-between. So I get how difficult it is for people in relationships, but I thought I'd share something that I found really inspiring and may help if you're in a similar situation. So I listened to Jay Shetty's podcast called On Purpose. I'm sure all of you know it, but if you don't, I'll try and link it below. And he gave some routines that him and his wife uses to make things fresh and surprisingly make things spontaneous. I know a lot of people believe that routines don't bring spontaneity, but these ones do. And they're really small little things, but they're really, I imagine, really helpful in a relationship. So the first one was a daily thing that you can do, and it'll take literally 30 seconds. And it's literally just looking at your partner in their eyes and telling them what you love about them, one thing, so that every day you tell them something different about what you love, and it makes you feel good. And I think you can get complacent and not remind your partner about why you're with them and why you love them. So that was the first thing. The second thing was doing a date night or a play date. Date nights, some people love them, some people don't enjoy them or whatever. But Jay kind of used the word play date because you want to make it fun, and it's not all about spending loads of money on your partner or going to really fancy places or anything like that. It's about having fun, so maybe doing something a little different once a month or once a week, whatever you choose. I'd probably commit to it monthly and play a game, even if it's over Zoom, you know. Watch something and then comment on it with each other. Do some writing together. Create something together. Bake together. Just something once a month that you can look forward to. And then his next tip was to do it seasonally, but you keep it the same each year. So maybe every Christmas you bake cookies, and then you look forward to that on a certain date each year. And I think that's a really just cute, nice way to do things. So if you haven't thought of any of those little routines that you can implement into your life, whether it be online or whether it be in person, then I'd definitely recommend doing that. And I will try and link Jay Shetty's podcast below. And the last thing I wanted to kind of say to you guys was that however you're living your life right now, it's okay. It's great. You're doing what you can. And I know it's all over social media, but if you're living your life really productively and you're getting up really early and you're doing your yoga, and that's great. If you're being really unproductive, that's also great. Like, do not force yourself to do something that your body doesn't want you to do, or your brain doesn't want you to do. I would definitely recommend structure in your routine, because that naturally, scientifically does help your mental health. But if you're feeling unproductive and you're not doing anything, and the most you're doing is watching the telly, it's okay. It is so okay. However you're living right now is great. Like, there can't be any expectations on someone during a pandemic, and if you're feeling like there is, take a breath. Everyone, let's take a breath. Be grateful to yourself that you're here, that you're watching this video, that you woke up today, that you're healthy, maybe. Be grateful for the shelter that you might be under right now. Be grateful for the motorbike that you own. Be grateful for the, you know, the Chinese that you're eating, the food that you're eating. And be grateful for you for just doing what you can. And like, it's okay. Be grateful that you've got a job. Be grateful that you're working hard at your job. Be, you know, or maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're struggling to find the motivation. But it all starts from within, in your empowerment. And a good way to counteract those thoughts is to be grateful. Go home. You're doing okay, and keep going. This isn't going to last forever. And if anyone needed to hear that, I hope it gave you some comfort in some way. You know what, I'm just going to carry on. I hope it gave you some comfort in some way, and yeah, I would really like to know if you enjoyed this video, if you give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment about what you're doing for your mental welfare during lockdown. I'd really, really like to know, because we can all share in the comments, and also I like to know what you guys are doing so I can implement that into my life too. And yeah, subscribe if you've not already, and I will see you in the next one.